Hey, welcome. So you're looking to get started with the SportsGameOdds API? You are in exactly the right place. We're going to walk through your very first NFL data query, and trust me, we'll get you up and running in just a couple of minutes. Let's dive right in. So I'm guessing you've got an idea percolating. Maybe it's a brand new betting app, a killer daily fantasy sports tool, or hey, maybe you're just messing around with sports data for a personal project. Whatever it is, you already know that the foundation for any of it is solid, reliable data. And let's be real, that can be the biggest headache, right? Finding a clean, fast, and really comprehensive source for all the betting odds and player props, that's often where projects just kind of stall out. Well, today we are going to get that solved for you. Your whole journey is going to start with one single, super powerful endpoint, /v2/events. Seriously, just think of this as your main gateway to pretty much all the game data you're ever going to need. You know, the real power here is just how simple it is. This one endpoint does all the heavy lifting. It gives you every single game event and all the betting markets that go with it. And yes, that absolutely includes all those super valuable player props. You know, the bets on individual player stats like passing yards or touchdowns. All right, enough talk. Let's get our hands dirty and actually make our first API call. We're going to pull a list of upcoming NFL games. It's basically the hello world of sports data, and you're about to see just how easy it is. Okay, take a look at this. This is a real, practical copy and paste example. All we're doing is telling the API, hey, find me events where odds available is true, make sure the league ID is NFL, and just give me a limit of 10 results. That's it. It's really that straightforward. And bam, this is what's so cool about that simple little query. You don't just get a schedule of games. You get everything, player props, game lines, the whole shebang for 10 different games, all in one nice, clean response. Okay, so that was awesome for a big, broad overview. But what if you need something way more specific? Let's look at how we can zero in on the exact player props that your app really cares about. Let's imagine your app is all about player performance stats. You don't care about the money line or the spread. You just want to know the over-under on rushing yards for every single relevant player. How would you do that? Well, the answer is this magic parameter called odd IDs. By adding this to your query, you can tell the API exactly which markets you want. And you see that special player ID value? That's a keyword. It's basically telling the API, give me this stat for any player that you have odds for. Pretty cool, huh? And this makes the concept super clear. On one hand, you can use that generic player ID placeholder to get rushing yards for everybody. Or on the other hand, you can swap it out with a specific player's unique ID, their stat entity ID, like this one for James Cook, to get odds just for him. The flexibility here is just incredible. So let's break down what an odd ID really is. I know it looks a little complex, but it's just 5 simple parts, all stitched together. You've got the statistic, the player, the game period, the bet type, and the side. Once you get the structure down, you can build a query for basically any market you can possibly think of. Okay, so now you know what to ask for. Let's talk about how to ask for it, because making your queries really efficient is absolutely key to a fast, responsive app. So let's cover a few pro tips. Here are 3 simple but really powerful ways to speed things up. First, be specific with your odds IDs. Don't ask for data you're not going to use. Second, if you only care about a few sportsbooks, tell the API by adding the bookmaker ID parameter. And third, here's a great one. Use include odds equals true. That way, you only have to ask for the over, and the API automatically sends the under right along with it, which cuts your list of odds IDs in half. And hey, don't just take my word for it. The official documentation calls this out directly. Trimming down your odd IDs and specifying a bookmaker ID, those are the 2 most important things you can do to get just lightning-fast responses. So there you have it. You've got the fundamental building blocks to query NFL odds and props like a total pro. The question is, where do you go from here? Let's talk about what's next for your project. Honestly, the possibilities are huge. You can take everything you just learned and just swap out League ID equals NFL for MLB, NBA, or any of the other 25+ sports they support. You can dive into the markets guide to see every single bet type available, play around with different bookmakers, and you should definitely join the Discord community to connect with other developers. So that's it. You've got the tools, you've got the knowledge, and now you have all this incredible data right at your fingertips. The only question left is, what amazing thing are you going to build with it?